Hey y'all, Sherry G. Welcome to the channel. So look, this Saturday I did watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm a little late on giving any commentary. I did actually do a video yesterday, but I went back and looked at it and decided not to upload it. I'll tell you all about that some other time. I might upload it later. But anyway, in this particular video, I do want to focus on the conversation from the episode that took place between Latisha and Marsau, where he's saying to Latisha that she needs to take accountability. It's not that I don't agree with Marsau, but to me, I feel like it's the pot calling the kettle black. So I'm going to get into my commentary in just a minute, so y'all keep in mind that the views I express, it's my views, it's my way of seeing things. Everything is of opinion, and it is all alleged. And that goes for me as well as those who choose to comment down below in the comment section. So let me go ahead and I want to go ahead and play the clip of that particular conversation just so you guys can have it as a reference point. And I know there's some of you who don't actually watch the show itself. So just so that you guys can see what happened. And then I'll come back with my commentary. Of course, I'll run my disclaimer first. Hang tight. I'll be back. In the meantime, go ahead and hit the like button. Hang tight.
How you like that? You gon' like that? Da 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 da. You like that? Bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom. How you like that? Da 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 da. Now, look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that? Now, look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that?
This vacation is coming right in time.
Hey, this all I'm packing. This all I need. How many days we going?
5 days.
5 days. We're going 5 days? Hey, we can't go 5 days.
Okay, how many days would you like to be there,
We
Marsau?
just got all of that stuff delivered. We got the tile and everything. We can't go 5 days.
I've told you about this vacation for a minute,
babe. I know, but...
Okay, well, you can tell Mila that. This is like, Mila said she wanted to go to the beach for her birthday.
All right, babe. I'm super excited about going. I'm just
Thank you. That's
excited.
the energy I need.
I'm excited about going.
I'm definitely looking forward to the vacation with the family. This is the break I need to, like, not think about business, to strictly focus on having a good time with my kids and my husband. It's perfect for me because after leaving that barbecue and everything that took place there,
Hey, listen, I love the way you handle yourself. I should have handled myself better. Please enjoy the
don't get in it because
I can't
what it is that Kiki has proven to me over and over and over again that she's a liar. Everything that transpired at the barbecue, everything that happened, it just confirmed to me that, I'm done for real. Like for real.
Hey, me and Stormy think we cleared our differences.
I saw that.
Stormy knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing at the meeting.
Y'all moved past it. Y'all shook hands. She said she wasn't going to do it again.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I can't be convinced that Stormy didn't know better.
She said she was trying to get under your skin.
Yeah, I can respect that. So my point is, after that, we can move on. But then we were talking about the drugs. And I was like, have you had somebody close to you that's been on drugs? And Stormy was like, yeah. Like, her best friend. I didn't think about this in the moment. But she said when she was watching her kid, and I was like, oh, well, your kid's not that old. So this is very recent. Instantly in that moment, we both saw a greater need. You know what I'm saying? So the little petty bickering stopped. And we were both able to be like, look. Because I went over and told her, I was like, look, hey, on some real my bad. Hey, Stormy. All aside. Of course, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. It's okay. All right? I'm sorry. It was tough, and I probably should be more sensitive about that. Yeah, all that, but I'm sorry. My bad. It was like...
That was a moment for her. A real moment is what I'm saying. That was a real moment for her.
I know, babe. She was crying.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
And I recognized it in that moment. I was like, yeah, man. Like whatever we got going on, we're old enough to be petty and go back and forth, like this. But that right there, I'm sad to hear that because it's the same thing. Made me think about you and Kiki to the point where it's like, I don't want y'all to. It's a relationship lost in this. You know what I'm saying? And I care for Kiki. I'm probably more hurt than I am angered by it. I'm cool with failure. I'm cool with hitting rock bottom. I'm cool with people, because to me, that's where you grow. You
And like when she say things like, you guys think Tisha perfect, like I never claimed to be perfect. I've made mistakes.
Yeah,
But I've learned from my mistakes and I do better. I make better decisions.
Becoming more accountable.
What have I not been accountable
Nothing, I
for?
said it out
You
loud.
did say that out loud. Yes, you did. You said you could be more accountable. Okay, so give me an example of something that I haven't been accountable for recently, within the past 30 days.
When we were talking at the expo and we're getting feedback, and you were kind of defensive on part of the feedback.
Which part?
Well, the lack of organization.
So the event you said wasn't organized. There were some parts that were, yeah, absolutely. The event itself was organized. Some of the behind the scenes stuff could have worked on better, but if we're here to get feedback about like the main event and things that you feel like should be better, but anything like prior to, I don't think we're here to discuss that.
Yes, we are definitely here to discuss all of that.
Yeah, I mean, you asked me for example. I had,
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's fine. You gave me an example.
just FYI, just in case we're ever in an argument, I don't say stuff I don't have examples for.
Okay, I'm happy you had an example.
I'm going to have examples.
Okay, I asked for an example. You gave me an example. I said that, yeah, leading up to the expo, it could have been more organized. I said the event itself
You didn't say that.
was organized. Yes, I did. I said the event itself was organized. Leading up to it, yeah, it was a lot of issues coming
I
up.
have a great memory, and on top of
I took
that,
accountability, though. I did.
Guess what you're not
I
doing.
took accountability.
guess what you're not doing in
Because
this
you
moment.
took it. I did.
Yeah,
Take
I-
accountability, and I did.
But this was set up because you're not taking accountability right now for not taking accountability.
Take accountability.
She said it could have been more organized, and you said no. I don't take that.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh, don't try to
I'm
win
taking
argument.
accountability
Don't try
for
to.
it.
Don't try to.
I'll take it.
Don't try to take accountability just to
You
win
need
the
to
bet.
come and finish packing your stuff.
I'm not gonna help you finish packing, babe. This is your
Your
job.
stuff. You need to be packing your stuff.
Okay, y'all. So it's kind of funny how Marsau says on camera he wants Tisha to take accountability, or that she does not take accountability when it comes to certain things. It's true. She certainly does need to do that for sure. I mean, she's so bad at it. I'll discuss her in a bit, but let me finish with Mr. Marsau, because does he take accountability? I mean, it seems to me that he has made it his mission to make Kiki his storyline in an attempt to pull the viewers and fans away from what's really going on with him, what's going on inside of his life, with his family, with his wife, with his businesses. He even implied in this clip that he wishes Tisha and Kiki could work on their relationship. And he used the incident between he and Stormy as an example. Excuse me. You know, when he asked if she knew anyone on drugs and she walked away crying. So although he made what seemed to me to be an implication for Kiki and Tisha to mend things, in my opinion, he also failed to take accountability for being the biggest wedge between them, the loudest mouthpiece, and the main instigator, along with Miss Wanda, for all of the things that's going on between them, all of the negative things that's going on between them. In the same clip, Marsau said he cares for Kiki, and the lie detector test shows that is a lie. Because if he truly cared for her, if that's truly how he felt at the time he stated this to Tisha, then he wouldn't have turned around after this episode aired and got in the social media streets broadcasting his doubt regarding the drug test, insinuating that it was watered down. If anything, and he did have questions about it, then he would have questioned that in private, not in public, so as not to throw mud on Kiki or to continue to bring her down. Is he going to take accountability for that? I doubt it. Marsau's feelings for Kiki, in my opinion, are apparent. He doesn't care for her. Will he take accountability for the part he has played and continues to play in the dysfunction and drama between Tisha and Kiki? I think that would be a resounding no. One thing for sure, it would make it a whole lot less negative between the ladies if he would just back down, back away from them, and let them work out their situation without him always chiding in and throwing out insinuations and all of the things that we've seen him do. In my opinion, there's zero care there, because if there was, he wouldn't be in these comments, windmilling on social media over time to refute, like I said, the legitimacy of that drug test. So now back to Tisha. When he told Tisha that she should get better about taking responsibility or accountability, he was right, like I said. And when she asked for an example, he gave her a great example. She seemed to have amnesia though, but he did. He gave her a good example. Because she did say that the event itself was fine, thus downplaying, or at least trying to downplay what Mel said, which equals not taking accountability for the lack of organization from beginning to end. And she's taken zero responsibility or no accountability regarding the discovery of the copy and paste shipping policy from Canvas Beauty. She blamed that on the web designer, as if her approval wasn't needed regarding what was printed. That it was all up to the web designer. It was only, because of what they did. Like she had no part in it. So zero accountability there either. And now when it comes to the two of them, the group asked them what happened with the sponsorship money, from the Black Expo. And neither one of them, in my opinion, took accountability by explaining what actually happened with that money. Or at least I haven't heard it. Have you guys heard it? If you have, hey, let me know down in the comments section. Marsau, in my opinion, is really, really bad at gaslighting his wife. It's just the way you say things and the way you make a person feel. And so, although the things that he was saying to Latisha in this particular clip was real, it's just the way he said it and the gaslighting on top of it. I believe that when Latisha walked into that closet, back facing the camera, she was actually all in her feelings. I feel that whatever, what Marsau was saying to her really tore her up inside. And the fact that he actually brought up, that it was Melody that she dished. I mean, I really personally don't feel like she really has it for Mel. But anyway, he's a big gaslighter. I know that word sometimes is just thrown out there. It's like a catchphrase. As a matter of fact, someone actually asked me, one of my employees asked me, what does it mean to gaslight someone? I think we kind of just take it for granted sometimes that people understand the terminology that's used. And again, like I said, sometimes people just throw things out there, not really knowing what it really means. So just for the sake of making sure that we're all clear and we all understand, gaslighting at its heart is emotional abuse. It's a tactic that one person uses in an effort to exert power over another or to gain control over another. They inflict emotional damage on another person. And when I watch Marsau and the way he treats Latisha, I feel like, and this is my opinion, that he does that sometimes. And then sometimes I wonder if he's even aware that he's gaslighting her. I know that sometimes people, when they gaslight, they do it on purpose. Other times, I don't think it's purposeful. I think it's a lack of awareness. They just do it. But regardless of the intention, regardless if it's on purpose or not, gaslighting is very traumatizing to the person on the receiving end. I somehow feel like for Marsau, it's just natural. It's just normal for him, like it's in him. Especially when I look at Maurice and how he is with Kimmy and some of the things that he says to her sometimes. I just think that this is just a part of who these guys are. This is like something that they grew up and they just naturally took on. And I also feel like there's times when Marsau is projecting. He's projecting what he's feeling internally by gaslighting and pointing out Latisha's flaws, as well as on a mission dragging Kiki for filth. Like, I feel like that's like projecting, and also at the same time, it's kind of defending. Like he has his defenses up because he doesn't want people into his life. But for Marsau, even though he was correct in his assessment of his wife, It's, to me, like I said, the pot calling the kettle black. Another thing that Marsau does, in my opinion, too, is he deflects and he avoids. He has trouble taking accountability or responsibility for his mistakes or admitting when he's wrong. And all that is coupled with this sort of weird arrogance and a lack of care as it pertains to any consequences that he might suffer. And when I say that, I think of what the situation is that's going on with the Zen Garden, the situation that happened with Joy, and I don't even know what to think about Bugs. I'll just leave that alone. Yeah, so he deflects a lot. And typically when a person starts deflecting, it's because they're in a conflicting situation. And when they're confronted with their mistakes, they, instead of accepting the responsibility and facing the uncomfortable situations head on, they try to move the focus from themselves, usually by passing the blame onto someone else or something else, or getting everyone else or getting people to focus on the another person and their flaws. And that's what I see happening with him and Kiki. So yeah, Marsau was correct in his assessment of his wife, but he also needs to partake in some of the same medicine he was trying to feed her. So y'all, that is all I have for this particular video. I just thought the conversation between the two of them was kind of interesting. Like I said, Marsau is right when he was telling Latisha she needs to take accountability. But I'm thinking, look at you, sir, projecting. Because you need to do the same thing. You need to do the same thing. So y'all, that is it for this video. Like I said, if you haven't done so, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'll be back. Until then, ciao.
How you like that?